So today I am going to do for you my foundation routine video. I just recently purchased a new foundation that I haven't tried yet. I got Makeup Forever's Matte Velvet Plus foundation. I haven't tried it yet. I'm really excited to try it though. And I've been using Revlon Colorstay foundation, which everybody's familiar with, and I really like it, but I'm almost done with it, so I just wanted to do this foundation routine video because it's not going to be my foundation routine much longer, and then I'll update it once, I find a new foundation routine with my new foundation. So, if you guys are interested, stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of concealing and things like that because I do have problematic skin. But, if you feel like you want to see my foundation routine video, stay tuned. And thanks, guys. Alright, so this is me with nothing on. No foundation, no nothing. I've just washed my face and put on moisturizer. I wanted to do a foundation routine video because I'm almost done with my Revlon Colorstay. My color is buff to this. I don't ever really use brushes for my foundation. I've never tried, so I can't say that I like using my fingers as opposed to using a brush. I've just never used a brush because my fingers have always worked out pretty great for me, so. Natural Power Natural Perfecting Concealer. I love this stuff. My color is Ivory in the light 2 to 3 color family. I would need to buy more. There's like hardly anything left. I have to try and scoop it out of here. There's nothing left in here. I like to use this under my eye, and then I just cover up all my blemishes, anything that's still really showing through after I've used my foundation, which is, pretty much a lot, because like I said, I have really bad skin. Take care of the rest. I use MAC Studio Fix powder. Now this is powder plus foundation, I think, but this isn't enough just as a foundation for me. Back in high school I used to use this just as my foundation, and that was it, because I didn't have that bad acne or blemishes back in high school. It's just recently in my 20s it's been getting a lot worse, so I'm getting adult acne. Fantastic, right? But anyway, this stuff is great coverage on me. I know there's a lot of love-hate relationship with this with people, but I've loved it forever since high school. And then I use my Revlon powder brush. It's just a big fluffy powder brush. It's kind of flat. I don't know. I like it. So I just swirl it in there. Oh, my color is NW20 right now. In the summer I use NW25, but right now I'm in NW20, and I just kind of start here and I blend it down. Keep everything blended. You don't want a line. Fluffier brush that's not so densely packed for my bronzer in the winter. In the summer I use a kabuki brush that's more dense, so you get more product, but I just like a dusting of bronzer in the winter just to give me a little color so I don't look so dead. And I use my Flirt. This is by Flirt Cosmetics. That you can get this brand at Kohl's, and this is their powder brush. It's really big and fluffy. It's not too dense. I don't know. It's just a good brush for my bronzer. I was using it for my powder, but I didn't really like it for that, and I like it for my bronzer, so I just kind of tap it in there, and then I tap it off, and I do the 3C thing, or whatever. Blend it into your neck. And I also like it because it's not so dense that when I'm swirling on, it's not going to take off my concealer or my powder. Then I like to take a smaller brush. This brush I got, I think it was probably 12 years old, and one of those makeup kits that people get you when you're a kid from Price Club, from Sam's Club or something like that. Yeah, it's this. I've had this brush forever. I used to use it for my blush when I was a kid, and then I just had it forever. It's kind of just flat. It gets really good into your eye area, so I like to dip it in my bronzer and to get it. So I get it into my eye area so that my eyes aren't my under eye doesn't not match the rest of my face and make me look dead. I like to get it into those little areas that can get neglected by the bigger, fluffier brush. And then I'd like to take this big kabuki brush. I can't remember the name. This is the brush brand that they sell at Target. I got this a couple years ago. This is the most, it's huge. It's fantastic. It's the most densely packed kabuki brush ever. It's not that soft. It's kind of itchy a little on the skin when you're buffing, but that doesn't bother you. This is fantastic for buffing. So I just like to use this to buff that line that you have. You know, you want to get rid of any line that you could have. So that's it. That's my foundation routine. Sorry for the scariness in the beginning. I know my face can be horrible, but I don't know if you guys can see that. This is the finished product, and for somebody with really horrible skin, I mean, I think this is about as good as you're going to get it. And it's just at a place where I can feel comfortable to go out and not worry about having really red blemishes and things like that. It's a lot of steps, and it's like a long process, and it's horrible, and I hate wearing liquid foundation every day. Sometimes I just want to throw in a powder and some concealer and be out the door, but I really do look horrible if I don't do this. So it's just, you know, the curse of people that have bad skin. You know, hopefully it'll clear up eventually, but for now, this is my foundation routine. It's probably going to change, like I said, because I got the new Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus foundation that I'm going to be trying as soon as my Colorstay is all done, which is pretty soon because this is getting kind of empty. And then I'm actually looking into, I love the Studio Fix, but I'm actually looking into a couple new powders. I wanted to try Max Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and I was looking at the Chanel powder, the Universal something Chanel powder. That's actually just a powder I want to keep in my purse, just, you know, after, you know, if I need to blot during the day with blotting sheets, I could just throw that over to make me less shiny. I used it at Macy's last weekend, and I loved it, so I'm gonna have to pick that up pretty soon, I think. But, you know, till then, this is my foundation routine, and I hope this helps some people, maybe some people with some concealing issues like me, or if not, even if you only have a few spots still, you know, maybe it could help you out for concealing whatever you want to conceal. And thanks a lot, guys.